What's up, you guys? This is In the Black Podcast. We got your boy Jimmy, your girl Coco, and this is your girl Sky Rain. What's up, Coco? How your week been?
Busy, ripping and running like I do. That's all I do all the time. But outside of that, look, I'm here. I'm happy. Kids are healthy. Family is healthy. So that's all that matter. But yeah, ripping and running.
That's
Well,
what's up. What about you, Jimmy?
Oh man, same thing with me. Ripping, running, still ripping, running. Trying to get this thing together over here.
I see you
Yeah.
brung out the bald head today.
I brought out the skinheads.
I ain't never seen you without a wrap or hat or something.
Man,
I
listen,
didn't know you was bald.
you gotta know that. You
Mm.
must ain't been on my page or nothing.
Not too far in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, the new me.
No, it ain't new. It's just I didn't know.
The new me to you. Yeah. Yeah, my week been kind of crazy, man. We just started last week. We just started up with our contact football workouts. So
mm,
here we go again.
I know that's right. No, you got a busy few months coming up.
Yeah. We got our season starts September the 5th. So
And then
season.
school start back too. In
Yeah, on the
2 weeks.
3rd.
Yeah. Start back in 2 weeks.
Well, I don't have any recollection of that because I'm an empty nester. So
oh
Because your son graduated
He-
this year.
yeah,
and
he
where is
graduated in May from Spencer,
Okay, and where is he going now?
and he's going to live with his dad.
Okay.
He
So
left yesterday.
Okay.
It's a lot of things going on in Columbus with these young boys.
I promise.
You know,
It is. Yeah, and you really want to get them out of here. You
Yeah.
don't want to. You don't want to make them feel stuck, or you don't want them to get into a situation where they're stuck here.
right? And he
Yeah.
haven't found work and haven't
Yeah.
found a job or something yet. So it was like, look, something finna be over with.
Mm.
You know, you need
to
to go
be
stay
doing
with
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you going and hanging out with your friends. I be worried every time, even though that the group of kids. I'm not saying they are bad kids,
Yeah.
but anything can happen. You
Yeah.
know, and it's
That's right.
their group, their age group that is.
Yeah, you scared of
Doing
him finding himself in a situation that he can't get himself out of, or a situation that puts him in any danger. Because
Yeah.
really, you don't know a lot about some of these boys that your kids hang around. You
Or the
want to,
girls.
or you try to take, measures to, know who your child is around and dealing with and spending time with, but you ain't gonna always know.
Right. And now,
Yeah.
being a helicopter mom, I had a helicopter mom.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying it
Lord.
was a bad thing,
Right.
but I want him to walk into manhood without having any resentment,
Mm.
So it was in the best interest that he go with his dad.
Yeah. Oh, I believe
think
in that
was
definitely.
the best. I think that was the best thing because his dad can do a better job into molding him to walk into manhood.
Yeah. Oh, I believe in that wholeheartedly. I do. And I hate it, and it makes me sad even thinking about it. But I'm,
Yeah.
my son is going to be moving with his dad too. He's going into the 10th grade, and it's hard for me to 100% accept right now. But at the same time, I know that's probably the best thing for him.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm
we
glad.
still think we're going to do the best job,
Right,
You know what I'm saying? We think
but
we're better than the dad is,
but in reality, it's just things that a woman cannot teach a young boy,
yeah,
and vice versa.
yeah,
So as a boy mom that has, you know, been his sole support most of his life, it is hard to just let him go. But I know his dad is in a better place and in a better mindset now to walk him through that because he done been through some things that himself, right? And I'm 100% confident that he'll do everything in his power to make sure that his son don't go down that same path.
right. Yeah,
So,
I got you.
Right.
Yeah, what you think about that, Jay?
I think
You
it's
agree with
great.
that?
I think it's great you women having the understanding to know that that's well needed and being able to, admit that a lot of women just won't do it. And they know that's what's best. But, it's big shots to you guys that know that, that you're looking out for your son in that way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to, and it's so funny because I hear a lot of men always talking about, yeah, I felt like I should have got my son at a certain age or whatever, but the mother wouldn't allow it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's hard. I mean, now if you see where he's, not a good person or whatever, but I think a guy is trying to be a good dad if he's requesting to get his son. I think, he's not going to be I don't see him being like an abuser or something. Usually those type of men don't even want kids around. But if they want their son with them and they feel like I don't think a woman needs to fight that.
No, I don't think even though my baby dad had some trials and tribulations that happened in his life when he was out, he was there. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to be present, get his
What
shot.
to do, Buck?
Come when I'm gonna see my son, that type. But I think now that he's really matured, that this is the best version of him.
And this will be your son's first time full time living with him, like he's never lived with the dad full time before.
Right. It's just been visiting, so it's gonna be definitely different for both of them. But my baby daddy's girlfriend, right? I call her baby mama because she's been a vital part of our relationship, right?
Okay.
That's what's up. That's great.
Yeah, she's been a vital part of our relationship. So she's also there, she's also there too. So now she has kids herself, has boys. But this is, not saying that he don't provide, but it's a whole different ball game when it's your child, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be actually your child, so it's going to be a little different for both of them because now he has to you can't really be passive about what's going on because this is your child. You have to say so. It's not another man's child, and y'all have to communicate of what is right for the child. Now you have the full say so, you have full control. And for my son, it's like this not mama house. I'm with daddy now, and daddy might run the things a little different. And what I say to him and we might be saying the same thing, but he will move a little faster and better for his dad for what he would do for me. So it's definitely gonna be an eye opener to both of them.
It is. And I think Jay, I think me and you talked about that before. It's like a woman's voice doesn't quite resonate with the boys that much. Like if you listen to me talk like Jordan, go look, can you go get your stuff up off the floor? This is how I sound, But his dad might be like, boy, if you don't get in there and get that shit, like, he get on him.
But
I mean,
like
say what you would say.
Like if he
something up out the floor.
Like Jordan, can you go get your stuff up off the floor?
Jordan, go get your stuff off the floor.
Yeah, I mean it's different. Yeah,
it sounds different.
Yeah, it does. It does. I get it. I
because
get
it's just
that.
that masculine and energy.
Yeah,
that the father brings.
Yeah.
That even the girls, what I'm saying, they just need that 50-50 mom. That they need that.
They need to hear like both.
They need the mission because at the same time, like I was saying to Jordan earlier, you gotta have emotions.
Yeah,
you don't want to be emotionless,
right?
But you just want to be able to control your emotions as a boy.
Yeah, and I think where he going, he'll have that balance because, like I said, my baby mama is there too. So he'll have that nurturing.
But he got it from you
love.
too, though. But see, coming from you've been
But
giving
I
him.
had to be too much in one.
But
in
you still, it's
one
still
incident.
feminine though. You still giving him that feminine energy because you mama. And so when he going with his dad, he getting that masculine side that he needs too to be able to put his emotions in check. You see what I'm saying? Not discard them, but just be able to put them in check. So, you know, that's the misconception that a lot of people have with men and boys, that they are going to have emotion. They should show emotions. Nothing wrong with showing emotions as a man. It's just having control of them.
Yeah, and
Buck say, he gonna tell him, get your shit off the floor now.
Okay.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, but even when we get to that point, because like, okay, the first 2 times is like, all right, come get your clothes off the floor.
Yeah.
All right, I told you to come get your I told you 10 minutes ago to come do this. Now it's come get your ass in here and get this shit off my goddamn floor.
Yeah.
You know, then it becomes something else like, damn, mom, she nagging me or this and that and the other, but it ain't that when daddy do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what the way I look at it when I talk about the difference between me and my son's dad, or maybe even any dad, once the child moves from one household to the other, like my thought process is, oh, okay, well, if you don't want to take no bath, you don't want to brush your teeth, that's on you. You want a little girl to, you smell you being musty or your breath stink or whatever, that's on you. But see, with the men, they like, nigga, if you don't go in there and wash your ass, that's how his dad talked to him. If you want all your teeth, you better go brush them. Type of that's how he talks to him. Me, I'm like, I don't care what you do. You don't want to do it, that's on you. But his dad's like, hell no, go in there, wash your ass.
Yeah, and that was another, one of the issues that I was struggling with my son, because he never been the type that just didn't care about how he looked or, what I'm saying, his appearance. But the group of kids that he was hanging around, they was looking bummy, like, and so he started looking like that. And it was a problem to me and his dad, because we never carried you like that. We never, his daddy a pretty boy too. So it's like you was brung up caring about your appearance, your hygiene, your this and your that. And now you're not doing it. And now when I get onto you about it, it's a problem. Okay, so that's another thing. I need you to go with your daddy.
Yeah.
Because he gonna get you right.
Tell him.
Yeah,
they're gonna
get
tell
you
him.
right.
Yep. And I can even see a little difference in Jordan right now, especially since he knows he's about to move in with his dad. Now he's been taking a shower without anybody telling him. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing that a lot more often than not. So, already I see a difference, and that's why I have to tone myself down. Women, we real different when it comes to our boys. It is a different type of thing with our boys. So I'm still trying to get my mind right with that. But again, I know this is going to be the best thing for him.
That's what
I do. And same thing with me. He his girlfriend is cool. Like, and I think his girlfriend appreciates the fact that she's in a situation that doesn't have a toxic baby mama issue. I don't have no feelings for your man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we good. We gonna get along. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not tripping. I don't care. As long as I know my son is in a good situation.
And he's taken care of.
And he's taken care of. And he's old enough to say if something is going on. You know what I mean? Or something he's not comfortable with. So I'm cool with that. I'm gonna go over there. And she's familiar with the school Jordan is going to. She graduated 3 boys from the same high school. So I think that's a plus as well. So I mean, me and her are cool.
Need more women like y'all in the community. Need more women like y'all in the community. Well, with that being said,
well, we about to get on.
So let's go on and bring up the topic.
Even though people that watch it, that was not the topic.
That's not the topic, y'all. Well, look, we started on something else. We got other stuff going on, but we about to get on topic.
But I guess it was needed to be said, and somebody will say, if somebody out there that they're probably helping them go through a decision they trying to make to send their son or whatever. And like I say, we need more women like you guys that understand that, and it's not anything, no knock on your motherhood or you being a mother, anything like that. Really, it's just let you know that you looking out what's best for your child and not yourself. So,
yep,
kudos to you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It ain't easy neither. So.
It sure is not. It's not easy.
I know. I can imagine.
It's not easy.
You know, I got you.
Mm-mm.
Well, with that being said, we're going to bring up the topic of the day. And the main topic is, what would you do for your future husband or wife that you have not done for the previous man or woman? And for the ones that are already currently married, what is your current wife or your current spouse getting that your previous spouses did not get?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go first.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
You want to go first? Oh, okay. So, and I kind of knew the topic before we came on, but okay. So let me see how I'm gonna explain this.
So, what your future husband is gonna get from you that you didn't give to your prior husband or prior relationship?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
If you haven't been married.
Right.
Okay, and actually that's probably a little bit better way, because what I was gonna say, before you put it in different wording, what I was gonna say was, for me, I feel like I'm very, very intentional.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do in a relationship, I'm gonna base off the type of person that I'm with, and it's gonna make me do things a certain way depending on how that person handles things or looks at things or whatever. I try my best to do that. But when I think back to past situation, and it's been almost 10 years since I've been in a real full-blown committed relationship.
It's been about the same for me.
I would definitely say communication is a
Jimmy said he had to take a sip.
Look, anyway.
Here, I got it for you, big dog.
No, look, I'm going to say communication is a big thing, because I think a lot of us do lack communication a little bit, and it's a lot of things that we do keep to ourselves.
So you like that in your last relationship or last?
I would say it could have been more. I think we probably would still be married if I go back to my marriage. I think we would still be married if we communicated a little more. If we both communicated more.
Well,
I think it was.
It's really
so
like,
me. Okay,
yeah,
so if I communicated more, then I think we would probably still be married. And just, I guess kind of putting your feelings out there a little bit more, putting out there what you feel like you need out of the relationship, where y'all are trying to go, because sometimes you get into a situation, especially back then, when you haven't really learned about yourself or know exactly what you want. You get into a situation in that same mindset. You neither one of y'all know what you want. Neither one of y'all have really any real goals at the time. So y'all just moving,
Yeah, but
just moving around in the relationship, but not really.
Yeah, but it's like this when you're dating, right? Well, we're not gonna say dating because we're talking about committed relationships, right? So when you're in a committed relationship, I still feel like you still have some things on reserve for that person that you're gonna marry.
So you wait a minute, what are you saying? So you're saying you're holding back, until you are for sure that that's the person that you're gonna marry? I mean,
yeah, you might not be doing it consciously,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You might not be doing it consciously, but if you think back your relationship, right? And if you think about now, if moving forward and you're like as if you're about to get married, what are you giving your future husband that the men in your past relationships did not get?
So what growth have you seen you made between the relationship of your previous relationship to your future relationship? And I think the only way you can answer something like that, if you have had that accountability stage
Mhm.
where you sat back and say, you know what, it wasn't him or her, it was me. Let me check me, because that's a lot of people don't do that. When they break up, it's always the other person.
Yeah, it's always them.
Right, it's always the other person, the reason why this didn't work. But I've never really heard nobody say, you know, it was me.
That I could have,
I could have done, like you just said. If I had communicated better, I feel we would have been married still. You rarely hear people, say that it's always the other person, because everybody want to be a victim.
They do,
and people play the victim very well.
No, and they want to be right. They don't want to be the ones that caused the problem or caused the end of a good, could have been a good thing.
Right.
Yeah. So
for me, it would be not loyalty, but what it is. Dang, I was finna say.
It just slipped your mind.
Yeah, it just slipped my mind. It would be like submission.
You'd be more submissive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be submission. That's what I would give my future husband that no man has ever got from me, was for a full submission. Like, I feel comfortable in you.
Yeah, you gotta trust him.
Right.
So you would say then you ain't 100% of trust the man previously. The next man that you marry, you would have to trust him in order to be submissive.
But for me to say I will marry you mean that I will fully submit and commit to you.
Oh, okay. I got, so my mouth kind of goes off like that. Okay, I got you.
So that would be something that my future husband would get from me that nobody else got, was full submission.
I hear that. And I could probably say the same thing. I could probably say the same thing because, I can definitely say that trust wasn't there. The trust wasn't there. I would have to trust you.
And submission for me, submission is probably different in the eyes of everybody, right? But submission for me is not having to question you about any decisions that you want to make when it comes to dealing with us and our family.
Right.
Is being, I feel protected by you. I don't have to question about, am I gonna, and if something happens, you're gonna come have my back.
Yeah.
You're gonna come get me or whatever. Like, that's full submission. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like I can just fall into your arms. That's full submission. And that take a lot of trust. It take a lot of respect. It's gonna take a lot for me to really do that.
Oh yeah. I'm with you. It's hard to think about that, especially when you may feel like you've never really had that before. So you would have to recognize that person when he comes around too.
So the person that I am now, I hope I would be able to recognize.
You can make better choices.
Yeah, I can make better choices.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point of growth. And just kind of knowing ourselves and really knowing what we want and what's going to allow us to stay in a committed relationship too.
And not only that, I feel like the quality of the person that you're with as well. Because you can also grow in your relationship as well. But the growth also comes with the quality of person. Because if you're not a person of quality, then you can't expect too much growth, right? And quality of a person means you look at taking self-accountability, emotional intelligence. I'm talking about things of that nature.
Yeah. All that has to be included. All that makes a difference. Because y'all kind of got to be on the same wavelength. You got to kind of both have an idea of what you see as a healthy relationship that's going to last. And, how are y'all going to fit that between both of you?
Mhm.
Do y'all see a healthy relationship the same type of way? You know, because for me, when it comes to a committed relationship, I feel like it is a lot of things that we have to be on the same page about. Some people say, oh, well, opposites attract, but I don't want everything to be opposite. I want us to be on the same page about most things.
I think when it comes to being on the same page, like finances, how to spend monies, things like that. But when it comes to like interests and hobbies and
Mhm.
things you like to do, I do think those things need to be a little different, because how can we experience new things or try new things if everything is just we on one accord on everything?
Yeah, no, yeah, and we don't have to be up on the same accord on everything, but I think most things we do.
And that trust come in when it comes to finances, like, because I know I can get the money,
Mhm.
I can make the money.
Right. Not you about to choke.
I could get the money, but I need my partner to be disciplined when it comes to finances, because that's where I'm weak at.
Right. Okay. So once you get the money, you're weak on holding on to it,
In a sense, because
and he needs
it's
to
a
be
lot of
stronger
factors.
on holding on.
Yeah,
to
and not only that, like it's a lot with me that in a relationship, like I really have to be comfortable and safe with you to say that I'm with you.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
for me to claim you,
absolutely.
because
Don't claim me. I ain't claiming you.
because I have a lot of different
Mhm.
things that go on with me, right?
Mhm.
And I need you to know how to handle me, be patient with me, all that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, cause mental health come into play too. Cause how you gonna handle that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you could safe to say you're a little loony.
I mean, I wouldn't use those words.
Like Looney is kind of strong.
Yeah,
like.
that's kind of strong. But do I have
You flip out, lose it, start breaking dishes and busting windows. That girl got that song Jasmine Sullivan and busting windows out of cars.
Oh Lord.
Not to that extent, but I've been there. I've been there, but because of the self-awareness and the work that I've been doing,
Yeah.
you know.
My God.
So you think you're in a different space to where you can control that side of you?
I say I can manage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say control. I can manage. I can manage better than what I used to can manage. But I need them to be able to manage that too. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't be riding my ass if you found out I don't put some shit somewhere it ain't supposed to be. Don't flip out when you find some shit in the oven that ain't supposed to be in there. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so
give
that's
an example.
Petty.
Give
so
an
that's
example.
petty.
What could
That
he
sound
find?
like pettiness.
I just
What
told
can you
you, who
find
you
in
was
the
over
oven?
there, Stevie Wonder.
Like where the glasses came from?
Where
Huh?
that come from?
Came back from choking to have no some darn Ray Charles shade.
I just give an example of what could be in the oven that ain't supposed to be in there. What's in there? He want a ham and you got a chicken in there or something?
No, like I can't remember exactly what the item was, but it belonged in the cabinet and I put it in the oven. The oven wasn't on, okay? It wasn't on, but that done happened a few times.
He lost it.
I ain't gonna say he lost it, but he wasn't very kind.
So you had the aluminum foil.
You could put it like something like that. the whole box of aluminum foil
in the oven.
in the oven.
Or I put a better example, the aluminum foil in the refrigerator. I don't really done that before.
The box of aluminum foil in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck
Puts aluminum foil
Like,
in the
why the-
refrigerator.
What's going on?
Like, why the fuck would you do that? That's so stupid. And
And
I'm like,
you purposely put it in there. It wasn't an accident. You wasn't high or drunk or something.
I wasn't high or drunk,
You just put the aluminum foil.
but I did. But did I purposely put it in there? No. It was just put in there. How it was put in there, I can't tell you how it was put in there. But whatever I was doing in that moment, I put that bitch in there and then realized I put it in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my shades off on that one
Yeah.
because I need to see her better than that.
Or when you hear me talking to myself and answering myself, don't look crazy because that ain't.
Well, I mean, I think I do that too. So
Yeah, I probably get caught doing that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no telling what I'm somewhat talking about.
So
Just
you only
by
had
myself.
Oh, I may be
two
stimming.
things, two
Yeah,
things that you would do different.
I'll say communication and definitely submission. because,
Submission,
I
yeah.
would make a
And
better
you?
choice this time to be able to submit.
Okay.
What about you, Jimmy?
Mm.
Yeah, your turn.
B?
Yeah, you.
Man, I could say okay, Nika. I got
I
you.
dare drink out. Oh. Anyway. Please tell us, enlighten us.
Yeah, because you don't want married.
I'm more patient now than I was before. Look at Craig. What are they, Craig? Tell me, yeah, your turn. Yeah, I mean, she get more patience from me. I'm not so led by lust as I was the first time. I'm home more. I ain't in the streets. I'm more thoughtful, considerate. I'm more intentional. I listen more.
She got a whole lot.
Yeah, she got the best.
Yeah.
I grew up a lot.
Yeah, you did a lot of growing then.
Well, a
Yeah.
lot
for sure.
happened. You know what I'm saying, in between that my divorce until me remarrying. And one of the things that helped grew me up, the loss of my mom was what happened all in the same time of me getting divorced. So I went through a real dark part of my life, real dark, real lonely. I was brought, to a place with myself. God isolated me for a while. And in that isolation time, I was able to look in the mirror and just really see me and took accountability for what I did and not what was the obvious. I mean, the obvious was to everybody else, they saw everything she did, but nothing that I really did because mine was always undercover. But I knew I had did it, so I wasn't going to play victim and be like, because I could have played the victim and just made it be all on her. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to let y'all do it like that, man. I did some dirt.
Yeah.
Real dirt. So, because I was at a point in time where, I just felt like my walls was coming in. Losing my mom, that was detrimental to me. And at the same time, being divorced and being homeless all in the same blink.
How was that being homeless?
I lost everything in divorce.
So you was like in and out of hotels, sleeping in your car, all that.
Yeah. I know it definitely feel like to be homeless. No doubt. So, I mean, just understanding that when you go through something like that, when you one day you hear, the next day you just in the dirt, when you on your belly, not even crawling. That's a humbling experience. And so I was humbled.
Yeah.
Coming out of that divorce. to when I got remarried, it's just a lot of stuff I just knew I wasn't gonna repeat. And those are the things. And I look back on it, man. She didn't get the best me at all. She didn't. So
Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
It's a lot of things that I did, and especially like in my first relationship, that I look back on now is like I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably made this situation worse too.
Right.
Because
I mean, you have to though.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation may happen, you had to play a part some way.
Yeah.
Whether you, even if you didn't commit the act, say someone cheated on you, you didn't cheat, but at some point you got to look at it and be like, okay, what was I not doing? What was I doing? Because sometimes women think that they don't have to do nothing when they get married. They feel like you already caught. I don't have to try to impress you. I don't have to try to appease you. I don't have to try to seduce you. I don't have to do that no more. You see what I'm saying? They stop. So, and then when the joker jump out here and find someone else, or get that attention from somewhere else that he got from you that really attracted him to you. Now, oh my God, he cheated. I was the best. I was the best that. And ain't had no reason and blah blah blah. I'm
gonna tell you.
Not saying it's an excuse.
Yeah,
I'm not giving no excuse to cheat or nothing like that. But I'm just saying the reason.
Yeah, I get that because that's just like guy and girl staying together, right? They getting into it, and every time they get into it, she kicks him out. Right?
Yeah. I've heard that.
She kicks him out, and after the first 2 times, he might just go to mama house. He might just go to the homeboy house, or go to a friend house, crash, or whatever the case may be. But you think that nigga gonna keep doing that after you keep, putting him out, this and that and the other? Hell no. Then they gonna find the next one to lay up with and this and that and the other. So when he might do want to be with you, but he know you're gonna kick him out, and he still got to have somewhere to go.
Right.
I learned that.
Yeah, kicking him out is based off emotions. You just real emotional, and you just like, oh well, you just get out because y'all getting in a little argument.
I did that myself.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And then we be like, oh, you slept with such and such, this and that. But in their mind, bitch, you were kicking me out every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it take accountability, growth, understanding, what demons you dealing with. We all got demons. So understanding your demons, dealing with them. I think a lot of time people don't give themselves time between relationships.
Right.
Some people be in a relationship for the ink dry. I'm watching I be watching the Country Wayne, them skits. Wayne I mean, I think Wayne from probably your generation. And I know it's different. I know the whole mental of the generation behind us is different from my generation. I wouldn't say totally, but it is different.
It is different.
And all the women in his skits are whores. Every last one. It's like everybody fucking everybody. I'm like, damn it, it's no good relationship. I mean, but I know this is his experience because he's writing this.
Right, right.
So it's like he has it's no positive enforcement of relationships to where you inspiring young people to want to be married. You inspiring young people to want to be in committed relationship. It's like everything we see that's in reality TV or movies or whatever, it's just showing the worst part of relationships. Like Craig said, no morality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the worst part. It's like, well, damn, it's all black relationships with somebody either cheating on them or beating their ass, abusive man or something like that. And that's all you see. All of his skits and every one of his skits with all the women in there, none of them are nothing but eye candy.
But it's also it is a real stigma that's going on right now, that women don't desire to be married because of the
Is it women or men? Because
no,
what I'm
it's
understanding, the
the
men don't
women.
want to be married because they don't want half of their shit gone when she leave.
Well, that's a whole nother. That's only for a certain group of men. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
who we talking about?
yeah.
'Cause-
That's a
and what they
that's
got.
Let's
that's
get into
only
that.
that's
Well, let's get into that.
that's
then.
for a certain group
Okay,
of
what
men.
group of men is that?
That's a group of men who actually got something worth losing. Like we talking about the NFL players. We talking about the men who got they, 401k built up for 20, 30 some years. We
Yeah.
talking about we talking about the men that got IRAs and money put off to the side. We talking about the men that got separate businesses from the jobs and stuff that they make money. We talking about those men. Those men are hesitant to get married. We're not
Okay.
talking about the average Joe.
And a lot of them are
Okay, so
already
give me,
married.
give me a scenario of an average Joe. So what does an average Joe have?
An average
What
Joe,
is what does he bring to a marriage? What does an average Joe? No, I'm talking about like material things, financial things, stuff like that. Not just his,
well, you specifically said taking everything from them,
no, I
right?
said half.
Well, half
Yeah.
half of everything.
Yeah.
So when you say that, we as women
Mm.
automatically think of the men who
Rich.
are in a whole nother tax bracket.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not though. It's not. It's not necessarily. It's not necessarily that rich guy. The average working guy. The average working guy works $50,000 to $60,000 a year, right?
I feel like
40. Say
a blue
40.
collar guy
Maybe.
who got just we're gonna say just he got some money saved up. He probably got a house.
Right.
He probably got a car or two.
Right.
Right.
That he
9 times out
that
of
he
10,
bring into the marriage.
yeah, that he bringing into
Right.
the marriage. 9 times out
He
of
don't wanna
10,
lose half
he is
of it.
not going to bring shit up about no damn prenup.
No, right. Exactly.
He's not.
Exactly.
He's not.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
But a man,
But he still stand a chance on losing half of his shit when he divorced.
But he's not thinking about marrying that woman. Women are just completely out of the phantom of thinking about marriage because of the identity or the job or the idea of what marriage really is when you actually get into marriage. Because a lot of married women say that after they got into marriage, it wasn't what they thought it was gonna be. And it's also a case study. We can go into that the marriage really wasn't like who it really was designed for.
Exactly.
It
Because
I mean,
marriage
it's
wasn't designed for like people really, really in love, though, was it? Like, was it really like if you think about a marriage certificate?
So traditional marriage.
right, because you got to distinguish
Yeah.
what it was actually designed for. Okay, God designed it, right?
Traditional marriage, if you want to talk spirituality, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go up to the government building or this and that to sign no papers.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a marriage to me.
No, but see,
Like,
that's an agreement. That's a contract.
Right.
That's a
getting
that's
the
a
marriage
business
certificate
agreement.
is a contract.
I'm not saying what I'm saying. Doing that without signing papers.
Okay, so you're saying
that's spiritual.
Yes,
okay.
that's more of a on a spiritual
Right.
level, and that's the more traditional marriages because there were no
certificates. There wasn't any papers you had to sign. All right,
but there's also wasn't a loss of
assets
that can potentially you know, be gone.
So nobody's getting
because it
into-
never was designed to end in
Right.
divorce.
Right.
Well, yes, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? It was
Absolutely.
never designed to end in divorce, only on certain circumstances.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? That it was designed for it to be divorce.
Yeah.
Now, the way we do it here in this country is more of a business agreement,
Mm-hmm.
because you do
I
have
agree.
to sign paperwork, certificates, and all this stuff, and have this type of stuff dealt with. So
Yeah.
even when you get ready to leave it, guess what? You got to get a lawyer involved. You got to
You
get
do.
a court involved when you get in it. Got to have
Mhm.
a court involved when you get out of it. So it's more of a
Mhm.
business. What it do, EJ? And so it's more of a business than it is anything else. Now back to the average Joe that has a house, that has a job, a car, 2 cars maybe. Right, he's not looking for a prenup, because he probably the hire a lawyer to sign a prenup probably cost more than what he actually have in savings.
Yeah, but
So he's not looking for that. He want to be married to a woman because he feel that, you know, he love her.
But even the average Joe, because I know a couple that have that got some money, that got IRAs, that got
That's not an average Joe. An average Joe is not sitting on IRAs and stuff. That's
No.
not the guy we talking about.
When I say average, I'm talking about this man still working. He's still a
Right.
blue collar. We talking about blue collar.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When you're saying women not wanting to be married, and I don't think it's because of a fear of assets. They don't want to be married out of fear of being cheated on.
No, they don't want to be
worry
married.
about being cheated on.
No, because even if you're not in a marriage, a relationship, that's still a thought in our head that we're gonna be cheating on. Women don't want to be married because they don't want to be trapped in being the cook, the cleaner, the this, the that. It's like you trapped up in like a slave. And it's also been a social study that when women are in marriages and they start having babies, they tend to fall behind on the desires and the things that they want in life, while the man is steady getting ahead. That's why women don't want to be married.
Okay, I want to say something. I want to address the part you said, slaves.
These are not my words. These are the words of the women.
But you spoke them out.
Yeah.
So do you agree with them? Do you agree with the fact of being married and having to do those things that you're saying that they do and that make them feel like slaves? Do you agree with that?
In an unhealthy relationship, yes, I can see how a woman can feel that way.
Like a slave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you ask a man, what did he want in a wife? Right? What do he say? I want a woman that's gonna cook and clean, fuck me good, and it's one more other thing, right?
I think those type of men don't really know what a woman was designed for.
But if
a man got a whole list of laundry things that he want out of a woman, he to me he sound like a woman.
But it's not a laundry list. It's just
you say cook,
sex,
clean,
cook,
right,
clean. That's
multiple things. Only thing that a man should say he wants from a woman is respect. Because if she respect him, everything that comes under that, she would
fall in line.
Right, she would do it willingly. It wouldn't feel like a slavery. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
If he married her under those pretense and she agrees to that under those of course she gonna feel like a slave because she agreed to be a worker.
Mm-hmm. But that's what's happening. That's what women are finding themselves doing these things.
But the thing about it though, but
in a marriage,
it's nothing can be compared to slavery but slavery. Because in slavery, either do it or die. No woman is in a marriage to where she has to be there or die. She has the option to leave. So to compare those type of duties to slavery, I think that's a big stretch.
Well, it may be a big stretch to you, but when you're
slavery.
actually living in it and you hear some of these stories and you hear how, because I feel like regardless if how we see it, people feelings are valid because that's their reality,
I get it.
right?
I'm not saying that I'm just saying the comparison. To compare that to slavery,
But if that's their reality,
it can't be.
I mean, if it's their reality
Slavery,
though.
Okay, you would have to just take a look. Go back to slavery. Because when you do that, I think you dummy down or you take some of the
I think
it's slavery.
I think
what
it's
slavery really was. It's like you making slavery be better than what it was.
They feel like a kept slave.
So okay, I'm just gonna say something. So when you're saying the women that are saying this, that they don't want to get married because they don't want to feel like they're a slave to the relationship or they're a slave for the man. Are we talking about women that have never been married, or are we talking about women that have been in that situation? Because you're saying it's their reality, but is it their reality? Have they been in it before to know?
I've spoken to
married
that been married and women that desire to be married and seeing their friends or their counterparts in these situations, and they on the outside looking in.
Okay.
And this is seeing
very deceitful.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
But even for the ones that was living, that was their reality. You spoke on it before, the mentality of the men that actually think that way. But a lot of our men think this way.
A lot of the men that are left. There's a lot of men that are left. not men. It's not all men. It's a lot of the men that are left
that think that way.
Yeah, a lot of the men that are out there now. This is what we may hear from them.
Yeah, because if
what you mean you don't cook? What you mean you don't do this? What you mean you don't do that?
Because
if you
is
go,
anything wrong with
if you go,
it's not anything wrong with it.
But if you go and ask, even in my generation, if you go and talk to the men and say, hey, what do you look for in a wife? Right? That's gonna be their top 3 things.
Okay,
yeah, and then when you move on,
what do women look for in a husband?
Not a man that's gonna cook and clean or whatever.
Of course, but what do you look for?
I already told you what I need.
Yeah,
protect. You want to nigga to right. Those are his duties. Those are the duties of a husband, and those are the duties of a wife.
But even if
traditionally.
There we go. Right? There we going back to the traditionally shit.
We went to the traditional thing when we were talking about defining the definition of marriage, right?
I need another cup.
I'm just saying, right? Man. That's what we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we did.
So we established the base from before we got here.
Right.
So the base of marriage traditionally, spiritually, right? Those are the responsibilities of the woman.
Okay, but
just like the men have a responsibility. We all have responsibilities.
But even if you are a single man, equal. You still have to cook and clean for yourself. Right? So so let's take that out because that's something that's automatic, have to be done. Whether
I'm a single man, right? I'm cooking for myself.
So
right?
outside of that, that's what I'm saying. Like outside of that, what are men asking for? Because asking for a woman that cook, clean, this and that, I understand all women ain't clean women and this and that and the other, but that's just the basic, right? That's just the basic. So what else is it that men would like from women besides what you said, which should be respect, right?
Right.
But that's not the answers that you get when you ask these questions.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Because again, I'm still stuck on we talking about men that's left over. That's where I'm stuck at. Because I think it's hard to find, or it's not a lot of the men that are out there that's not thinking like that. That don't have that mindset of I just want that respect from my woman. You know what I mean? It's those men are hard to find,
Oh.
or they're already taken. The men that are left over now, that is their mindset, because they're trying to find a way out of the situation. They're trying to find a way. For me, I'm just gonna say they're trying to find their way out of being in a committed relationship, because they know most women aren't doing that these days.
You know
That's
what?
not where their mindset is. They don't want to do that.
I'll take back the kind of the word slave, right?
Mhm.
Because that was kind of strong.
Okay.
It's like they don't want to be their mom, so to speak.
Okay, but that still goes back to the men that's left over, and why certain women that's not going to be attracted to them like that, or
Mhm.
want them in
Okay,
that way.
let's do this. What are the duties of a wife to
I
her
never
husband?
I never been one, so I don't know.
Okay, so
But you know the man duties.
No, I mean I know what I can go off what my dad did.
What about your mom?
I can go off what my mom did.
So what
too.
was her duties to your dad? Not to you guys, not to the kids. Because a wife is only a wife because she has a husband. Now, a
Mhm.
mother is a total different hat. Okay. Because you're a mom, even if a man is not there, you got kids, you're a mom.
Mhm.
So your duty to your children gonna do that anyway. That's not being a wife. You taking care of the kids. Do y'all agree?
I agree. That's
Yeah,
something
that
we
I
are going to
agree.
do it
That's
regardless,
that's being a mother.
or it should be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So your being a wife is solely your obligation to your husband. That's the only
Mhm.
reason you're a wife. So as a wife, what are your obligations to your husband?
I feel like I still can't answer that because as watching my mom and dad, all I known is them for be to mom and dad and watch them how they took care of us, right? So my mom, she would make sure we eat this and that and the other. My dad was the disciplinary. So, but in the background, we didn't know my mama was the one telling our daddy to whoop our ass.
Mhm.
So it was like, I know that women really run the house. I don't want to say this because y'all gonna be mad.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
But to answer your question, right? As a wife, I under this my understanding that the man does lead, but he leads in a different way. And that he submits to her and she submits to him.
Like you said, she runs the house, but she don't run him.
Right.
Right.
And my mom would orchestrate a lot of tedious things within the household, and my daddy would just execute it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
But it's a lot of men that is in a mindset when I talk about submission, that it's only the woman being submissive.
Because they have adapted and adopted the mentality of the Westerners,
And
white men,
and
the
when
Europeans. That's how they live. You see, white women didn't have no rights until the civil rights movement. Now just think about that.
And when it comes
They didn't have no rights. They couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to a man submitting to a woman, it means that he also trusts her judgment when it comes to facilitating everything, and that he also has to give into her thought process and understands that even though that he is the executioner, that she still can visualize and see everything and in the future as well, because men are in the moment a lot of times. In the moment,
No,
they don't think ahead.
that's not true.
I don't think so.
And I think you took the roles and reversed it. Women more in the moment. Men strategize more.
I don't know, Coco, what you think?
Men, we talking about men now, so you can't compare little boys to men.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say the word man, you're talking about a man,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when you talking about an irresponsible male, you can't compare him to a man. Men strategize more. They thinking about the future. That's why men don't go on shopping sprees. They see what I'm saying? They're not going to do it unless he knows he has enough money to go on his shopping spree and still have his bills paid and still have money saved up for a rainy day.
I give you that.
Women are more sporadic on the moment because y'all lead with your emotions a lot of times. Not all women,
Right.
but majority women.
Right. I see that.
I think the thing today is no one knows their role. Women don't know their role as a woman, and anything that's not measure up to what they think it should be, they disregard it.
So what is the role of a wife, or what's the role or role of a husband?
I would say to me, the role of a wife is to be submissive to her husband, to protect her husband in areas that he can't protect or see, to be an assistant to her husband, not be a slave, but more of an assistant, as a teammate, as a partner. We do this together. You see what I'm saying? Not you slaving and I'm sitting back popping beers while I'm telling you what to do and cooking and cleaning in the house when I ain't went to work all week. You see what I'm saying? But if I work and I bring home the bread and you don't work, then that's your responsibility. The house is that's your work. That's your part of the deal. You see what I'm saying? Now we both work a full-time job because we're teammates, because we are partners. We're going to split these responsibilities. You see what I'm saying? No man should think that a woman can work 8 hours a day, take care of kids, and come home and serve him and take care of the house while he sit up, play PlayStation, or do whatever he do. That ain't even a man you want to marry.
Well, that's the kind of
that's what she was going.
That's
right.
what I'm.
But just like you said,
about.
Those are the ones that's left.
Yeah,
they don't want them. You shouldn't want them.
Yeah,
no woman in her right mind would want that.
Yeah, and those are the type of marriages that the women are talking about. I'm not saying they necessarily sit home and play video games or whatever, but they are expecting all of that when she also works the same type of hours that he works. You get what I'm saying? And he comes home and just do the bare minimum.
Right.
See, if we want to do traditional marriages, right, then we have to be traditional from beginning to the end, all the way through. Right. And so if a man want a traditional wife, then he has to provide a traditional lifestyle, which she does not work.
I don't mind being no traditional wife.
Right.
I don't mind.
You have to provide that.
But as long as you providing that.
Right. You have to, right. If you want to,
you got to know what comes with that. You got to know what comes with
a woman sitting at home, taking care of the house, cleaning and, carrying on with the kids, and then coming in and serving you and all this and that, then you have to provide that type of atmosphere where she can do that.
Absolutely.
And that means you have to have enough finances where you can hold it down, where she can sit at home and do that. But if she has to go out and work for y'all to live, then all that traditional shit is gone.
Out the window.
It's gone because now it's not traditional anymore. So you can't take part of tradition and put it into perspective where it helps you, and the other part disregard it.
Right.
And that's what people do with religion. They take the part that helps them promote whatever it is they promote, and on the other part that makes them look more and more of a hypocrite, they try to disregard it.
Right.
But you can't do that. So just like I was saying, we established what a marriage was before we got into the conversation, the traditional marriages and more of the spiritual marriages. So we all agree, well, I don't know if you'd agree, that the spiritual marriage was better marriage, right? Because the other marriage was more of a business agreement, contract, right?
Right.
So we're going to make that the foundation, then we have to use that and go all the way out with it and say, well, listen, in a traditional marriage, a woman does not have to work to make the ends meet, not on a job. Because I don't think women can have two kings. Okay. So when a woman work, then she got to, especially she have a male boss, that's her king.
She got to serve him.
Right.
She got to please him.
She cannot go to work and please this nigga.
Right.
And then come home and cut that off to please you.
Right.
You see, so if you're gonna have that mentality of a traditional marriage, then you got to take that other king out of her life.
Right.
So where she's not working.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. And because times have changed.
And then
times have changed. Times are different.
Understand that the leadership of a man does not have to look like you think it should look in order for it to be leader.
And also women have to understand, because a man is telling you something and you don't like it, don't mean he's trying to be your daddy.
Right. He's just protecting you.
Or that he's trying to be controlling.
Right. And he's not trying to be controlling. He actually trying to teach you some shit. And that bitch, you need to fucking listen.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's gonna be times we should listen.
Yeah.
We almost have to listen.
And there's times where men should listen to their women.
Yeah. And I think that's real hard for men. That's
really?
What, to listen to that
some
woman.
Men.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some men. I don't think it's. I mean, you got the right man. It's not hard for him. It's just not. We're making this whole thing hard. The people out here dating right now, it's not that hard, but it's just finding that right person.
I believe
that's
it
there
is
for you. No, I don't think it's as hard as people are making it out, because, well, you have to once you get the person, it's not going to be hard. Now it's hard finding that person that you're looking for. But I don't. Once you get into it and y'all have the right person, I don't think it's hard.
I think it is hard.
Yeah, I think it's hard because I know somebody that be having potentials, right? But they making it hard to do what needs to be done so they can move forward.
That's what I said. They're making it hard.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't know what you were saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So within the relationship, within the marriage, it is hard, but not impossible. It is because you got to understand, you got two people that was not raised together.
Okay.
That have two different outlooks coming together, trying to create a family.
Okay.
Trying to create an atmosphere that is healthy, that is, not toxic. That's not an easy thing to do, but it's not impossible. But it can be difficult.
I mean, it can be,
and it is.
It can be, depending on what type of people we're talking about that are getting together. I mean, because you both have to have the same. Again, you have to want the same things when you get into the situation.
That's impossible.
You have to want a healthy relationship with both people wanting a healthy relationship.
But it's
impossible.
No, but it's impossible to want the same thing. You might want a healthy relationship.
So wanting the same thing. That's one and the same.
You might want a healthy relationship, but how you go about it may be totally different.
Okay, well that's when you have the conversation.
So it becomes hard a lot of times. It's not. I'm not saying just because it's hard. That means it's terrible.
Okay,
I'm just saying that it's hard because sometimes it takes compromise. It takes you losing yourself and some of your thoughts and your beliefs, and loosen them up to consider your spouses, and that's not easy to do.
Okay, yeah, maybe for me,
that's not.
It's just different. Okay, yeah. I mean, that could be the situation for some people.
That's why I said I know somebody.
Yeah, that could be the situation
that they making it.
I'm bringing a couple on here. I don't know when, but we're gonna have because we have so many controversial topics about single life. So I'm bringing a couple here that's been married.
Can I ask the questions?
And they have a unique.
Oh, Lord.
They have a unique situation.
Okay,
they have a very unique situation. He does, and she does as well. And they are going to explain exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because in every marriage, there are some hard times.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That, and I can say that in mine. Me and Shavla has had some hard times with each other. And it's not every day that I wake up and say, I want to be married to this woman and I love this woman.
Yeah.
There's some days I think about my exit plan.
What?
There's some day, and I'm quite sure she does as well. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality of marriage. It's not going to always be happy. I think a lot of women think
it's
the
not.
moment I'm not happy, I'm ready to leave.
And you
Right.
know what?
I mean, that's
I
unreal.
You see what I'm
think
saying?
I mean, I agree with that.
It's not going to always be happy
It's not
days.
going to be perfect.
It's
No.
going to be days where y'all are just like, man, you looking at them like, I can't stand your ass. Why did I do that? And then the next day you be like, I love your ass and I would never think about nobody else.
so. How you handle that on them days? Because I know I'm the type
You
that be
gotta have
like, fuck
purpose.
it,
It has to have a purpose.
fuck it.
It has you have to have a purpose. First of all, you have to know how to love.
That's
And the
part of
only
my
way-
problem
And
too.
the only way you know how to love is you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you
That's
can't
true.
love nobody
Everybody
else.
else.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
That's true.
period. And a lot of people get married that do not love themselves.
Yeah.
So there's no way they can love another
Yeah.
person.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And they don't even know what it means. Love is not
Mhm.
always going to be smiles and cheers and pats on the backs. That's not always going to be that way. Like I say, every day is not going to be a happy day.
Right.
Right.
But you got to know at the end of the day, I'd rather have, like Luther said, I'd rather have bad days with you than good days with somebody else.
Mhm.
That person has to have a purpose in your life other than cook, clean, fucking, and all that. It has to be more than that.
Exactly.
It has to be more than that.
That's
Yeah.
why I want to ask, like, even the single men, like, get some single men on here and ask them, what is it? What is it?
I mean, everything you said is valid. I think I had a conversation with a few men one time before we had a show. They were all single.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I can't remember the exact question I had asked them, but they all had the same response. And it was more like what you're saying. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? They, though it was about women leading. Do
Mhm.
you think a woman can lead? And all of us like, hell no. Hell no. So I'm like, well, okay, what about a president? Do you think a woman could be a effective president? And then it was like, well, kind of backpedaling off of it a little bit. And you can't say, well, a woman to start a war. So fucking Trump must be a woman then.
Mhm.
Bush must have been a woman. Reagan, all the presidents that was
Mhm.
male has started wars.
Has started
So
with a
you can't
war.
just go off of that shit about, well, a woman and she and her emotion, she'll been to push the button to start a war. So it's like we ain't never had a war.
You're right.
We ain't never
right.
had a woman
We have
president.
never had a woman
One
president.
So we
Yeah.
ain't never had a war. So it's like I said, a lot of men don't even know what the fuck they talking about because they have adopted whatever to the Westerners. Their mentality of women is less to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the Westerner mentality.
And I don't even understand that mentality when you come from a woman. A woman birthed you and
But
raised
just
you.
think about it. If some is preached into generation after generation after generation,
Right.
of course, it's just gonna become second nature. They're not
Mhm.
even thinking about it. It's like that's just second nature. You see what I'm saying? Just like okay, slavery was preached, submission to white people was preached to us for 400 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's generation after generation after generation. That was instilled in us. It was instilled in us to hate each other, to compete against each other,
Mhm.
to allow them to do what they do as long as you don't get ahead of her,
Right.
as long as you don't get ahead of me.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to appease to them, but I don't give a shit. That was instilled in us for generation after generation. The hatred, the reason why we still dealing with hatred right now with white people towards us, that was instilled in them.
Mhm.
That mentality was passed down through DNA
Right.
to this group now.
Speaking of that flows into our next thing
Right.
about these black boys hanging with these white crowds and they being killed and they talking about it's a motherfucking suicide
Or accident.
or accident.
Mhm.
Right. It's
Yeah. No one's being held accountable for it at all.
And then
Nobody.
and then these boys, these good old boys, they come from wealthy families, backgrounds where their parents are judges and X, Y, and Z. And
Well, it show you the judicial system is corrupt from
Yeah,
yeah,
we know that.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't
from the bottom to
always
the
been
top.
like that. Probably ain't never gonna
It's
change.
always right. It was
Yeah.
created like
Yeah,
it was created with
Ain't
the
never
Klan
gonna
used to be the police.
right.
That says it all. That says it all.
yeah. We ain't never gonna get.
When they
away
talk
from it.
about the citizens arrest, that wasn't for black folk.
And
That was
now
for billing them.
and now I guess the community
Yeah,
is boycotting Asian stores.
Oh,
Now,
really?
yeah, because of what happened recently with the young black boy
Mhm.
and the situation that happened in the store
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
heard
with the
about that.
water.
Yeah. Well, they acquitted the guy that shot him in the back
Hmm.
for stealing
recently?
water. Well,
What
a few months ago.
a few months ago.
Yeah, it was. A few months
But
ago.
the tape showed that the boy, you could see, grabbed the water, but he put it back and started walking out the store. It was the guy that was chasing after him and decided to pull a gun and shoot him in the back.
Mhm.
And then they wanted to say,
They
"Oh, well,
acquitted him.
And they acquitted him.
they acquitted him."
Mhm.
But they had tried to put this narrative out like the boy had a gun on him, this and that and the other. Okay, so what if he did had a gun? He was still leaving the store.
Yeah, yeah.
He was not a threat if you shoot him in the back.
It's like, is it warranted to kill somebody for stealing water, even if he stole the water?
And then my
Is it-
that
did he deserve to get
and
shot?
and that was my next thing. If a teenage or a child, anybody come in there and is willing to steal some water, why you won't let them have it? Because obviously
$1 water is not breaking them.
they thirsty, hungry, they can't afford it.
Yeah,
So they come in there and stealing some necessities.
yeah.
I think some grace should be shown. Not saying it's right to
Right.
steal. I'm not
Definitely
saying
not
that.
saying it's right.
I'm
to
not
steal,
saying it's
but
right to steal,
I
but
get it. Yeah.
the
So you're saying it
logic,
depends on what they're stealing that will make a difference?
I don't think nobody deserves to get shot in the back or anything like that.
Stealing nothing, really.
Yeah, as far
Letting
as
somebody up in your house.
the reason why
Now,
you
somebody
would
up in
say
your house.
Now somebody in your house, that's
different.
different.
okay, see, that's different.
But if
yeah.
in a store,
Or even
Okay.
in your
Right.
car. If somebody's breaking in your car, they don't deserve to get killed.
Yeah.
I don't
now
think.
it's like
I mean, really, they can have the car. I mean, if you want to break in my car that
Right.
because
bad,
it's
go ahead.
replaceable.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, I'm probably not gonna pull no gun.
And even in the store where a young kid stealing a bag of chips, a piece of candy, this and that and the other, yes, it's wrong. And those are teachable moments.
Right. It
You
ain't,
know what I'm
it ain't
saying?
to kill nobody.
Right.
It's not
Yeah,
to kill
definitely not.
nobody. Those are very teachable moments. And even if you find an adult doing that, that's still a teachable moment. Hey, what you got going on that you're doing this? What's wrong?
Mhm.
I truly believe that we're coming into the times where things are going to change
Mm.
for us. But it's going to get uglier before it get better.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna finish telling you why they are boycotting the Asians, like the nail salons, the hair places that we buy hair and stuff with.
Mhm.
Because after they acquitted him,
Yeah.
right, our community was mad, but then the Asians got online talking about, oh, I don't know why y'all hooping and hollering and raising so much hell. Y'all still gonna fuck with us. Y'all still gonna shout with us. Y'all still gonna come get your nails done. Y'all still gonna come buy your hair at our stores, this and that and other. So our people like, oh yeah, y'all ain't learned from motherfucking
Yeah,
Target.
we can show you.
We gonna show you.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's what's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I've kind of heard a little bit about it. I haven't gone on to read up on it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it is a thing like Target. Like, oh, okay, since that's the situation, we'll show y'all. Because I have heard, actually, I had a girlfriend that was telling me about it over the weekend, and that's what she was saying. Like, a lot of these stores are now shutting down because they started losing the clientele.
Yeah, and so like
which is us.
the community is really
Shit, it's
leaning
only us.
toward
Right.
'Cause I
Yeah.
don't see
Yeah.
white people in the house.
Not in the beauty
Mm-mm.
supply stores
Right.
and all of that. No, it's
So now, because we do have black-owned hair stores here in Columbus as well, and in most of all the cities that we
Mhm.
live in. So it's like, why y'all like it's waking continue to um tell black people like don't nobody like us but us, right? So why you keep giving them your money? Shop with black businesses, black owned business, put that money back into our own community
Mhm.
instead of going to the nail salon that I ain't got nothing but Asians and stuff working them. There are other black nail salons that open, but they don't last too long because they don't have the
Mhm.
clientele, and which is crazy because all you see is us in the nail shop. So why we not going to our black owned nail shops or our black owned hair stores or our black owned gas stations and stuff?
I
But
think
is
they
it
need
enough?
to put like a. I think they
Is it
need
enough?
black owned businesses like that need to put some kind of symbol or something in
Yeah,
front of
something
their
to let us
business,
know
right?
because
You just
how do
don't
we
know,
know?
right?
A lot of those, how do
Don't
we
know.
know?
Right.
Unless word of mouth. And is it enough of them?
Well, we do have this organization here in Columbus. It's called like the Black Wall Street or the Black Organization, and it is a directory of all the black organizations and businesses here in Columbus.
Mhm. I mean, golly.
And so
Technical-
there are resources out there
We
for
have
us
technical
to know
difficulties.
where our black owned businesses are in our neighborhoods, in our community.
And I think there are some apps out there. It's like a few apps out
Yeah,
there.
there are apps that
Yeah.
would tell you.
But it'll just be easy if they just put a
Something to let us know. Yeah.
a big yellow sticker on the door or something.
I mean, like a universal message,
Yeah, like
Right.
something to say.
Yeah,
Like,
ain't nobody finna. I'm not because I'm
like a red door,
I'll
purple
be honest
door.
with you.
yeah.
If I'm getting ready to
Something
go
let us
somewhere,
know.
I am not going looking at no freaking app to see
Yeah.
what black businesses that I'm gonna support.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
They black people gonna have to get more
A little more creative.
advertising.
Yeah, a little more creative
Be
with that.
very creative.
Yeah.
And just to come together and
Now-
come up with some kind of
Now I can see
code.
you saying that, like your generation saying, "I'm not going on the app, this and that and
Mhm.
other." But
not to go to the nail store.
why
Now, if
not?
I'm going to buy a car, a house, or something like that, I'm looking for reviews. If it's some big purchase or something like that, but if it's something I'm just, really don't need to do, I'm just doing it out of pleasure. I'm
Well,
not
I'm saying-
researching it.
I'm saying like your generation. You get what I'm saying? But today,
Mhm.
this new age,
Uh-huh.
they are looking up apps. They are looking into
Y'all
stuff.
tech babies.
Yeah,
Y'all tech
these
babies.
techies, that's what they're doing. So that's why they created these platforms and stuff
Well,
to make it easier.
They want some of these little head hunters because I know y'all got the big ones. we the old folk. We got little head hunters. They gonna have to go ahead and let us know where the fuck they at
You
because we're not
understand?
looking for you.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we just keep spending our money with whoever. But it don't take nothing to get a big ass sticker and stick it on your door. Don't
Yeah.
take shit. 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm.
It's simple shit. Y'all this generation, they so difficult. It's like, God damn.
And I think a
gotta
lot of
create a
us
whole
have
app for a nigga to
tried
know where you live.
black-owned things. I mean, maybe not nail salons because you don't hear a lot about nail salons or gas stations, things like that are black-owned. But when it comes to the most thing I can think of, the top thing that I can think of black-owned are the restaurants that are out there right now. When I think about black-owned something, I think about restaurants. And I think we have supported them or attempted to.
I know there are at
I think
least
so.
three,
Yeah.
2 or 3 black-owned gas stations
Mhm.
in our area.
In Columbus?
Yeah, between Columbus and Phoenix City.
Where?
I want to say 3.
I have not been in the damn gas station that I didn't see black people.
There are at least
All the
2 that I know of black owned. One of them is the biggest hair store in Columbus, and that's the one at the mall. Some Africans own that one. I learned that.
If they
Okay,
are
the
they
new
are
one they
they
just opened up.
You
That's
know that
attached to the
big
mall.
hair,
They not.
that big hair, that big place that used to be Home Goods. Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, right there. Okay.
That's a like a mega hair store, a mega supply store. They sell all kind of stuff, but it's owned by Black people.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I would have never thought that because when I go in there, it's so much
They're owned by Africans,
Korean,
to be exact. It's a
Asian
family
type of
that own it.
things that they sell. All the Asian healthcare, the Asian skincare, the Asian
Yeah, you
hair
want.
care,
I asked the
I wasn't
question.
getting all that.
They not. All the
You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
asked-
I would have
Why
never.
would they
thought that.
have
Why
all
would they
that
have
stuff?
all that?
But I asked because I wanted to know, like, how, cause who getting all this? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I asked the question, and I was given the answer, and actually one of the owners was walking around in the store, and they gave me a little backstory because I wanted to know, and I was like, okay, so it's a Black owned business. I will continue shopping here.
Okay. So you would have stopped if they would have said it wasn't?
I probably wouldn't as be spending no
Wouldn't go
money.
as okay.
Yeah,
Wouldn't go maybe as often. Maybe.
right.
Mm. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I'm just sitting here thinking because I'm walking around the place in my head
Mhm.
because I've been in there a few times.
Oh yeah, they have
Yeah,
a lot
I've
of
been in there a
Korean
few times.
skincare,
Yeah.
Japanese skincare, or whatever.
Yeah. And they have a lot of different things, like you said. It's a lot of stuff that they
Yeah.
sell in there.
mm.
And it's almost to me, it's almost too big. That place is really almost too big.
It's overwhelming. You could
Yeah.
get overstimulated in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Is that all the topics? Cover?
Coco, you had
for the
something?
most part. No, I was I have nothing else in my head. I was going with what y'all was going with. Like I said, my head going all over the place right now. But
You messed
yeah,
up.
my head is all over.
Sky put it on you. When she did that reading on you.
No,
Then she hit you again
he
today.
did not. No,
Got you started before you even got started.
I just been ripping and running all day today.
No,
so that's why.
it ain't that.
No, it is that. It is.
It's not that.
But anyway, outside of that, Sky, yes, I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, with like I've said, okay, like I've said,
She
in
got
some
the
of
hell on. Bitch.
yeah, some of the posts that we've been sending to each other off and on, just with you talking about going back to the suicides and them
Mhm.
telling us that it's accidental and all of this type of stuff. Like I was saying, I just still feel like it's rage baiting. I just still feel like they trying to get us to react.
I believe you.
They just want
Yeah.
us to react. They're trying to do
Even with the Asian
they
thing.
can
I
to
was thinking that when
react.
he was talking about the Asian incident.
Mhm.
Even with that, I think it's more of a they really want all of us to fight with each other because they doing so much illegal shit and they want to take this whole country and just turn it around to something of their dreams and aspirations. And it's not gonna go that way if we're all watching.
Yeah, that's I was just finna say, like, what they trying to build up to is not gonna turn out how they think it's gonna turn out.
No, because I think this is my take on it. I think they with this tech world and tech generation, but they're trying to make humans, robot human like, they're really trying to take the place of our creator, of the creator.
Mhm.
Right? So they're trying to exclude God and become God. I've heard Elon Musk said this thing is going to be our new God. Those are his exact words. Okay. I don't think God is going to allow it. But I don't think God is going to allow it because it's going to be some type of intervention in I don't know what though. How God is going to intervene, but that's the only thing that's going to stop it. Man can't stop it. Man can't stop machines.
It's giving Terminator. Skynet.
It's giving something like that movie, Ledge. I am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah.
Because
I Am
they always
iRobot.
trying to do stuff to
Yeah, maybe iRobot.
right to
Yeah,
uh,
iRobot, right?
Yeah.
I don't-
iRobot. It's
I Am
iRobot.
Legend is about the zombie.
right. I was going to that. I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to the Legend part
That's
because
works
I feel that
simultaneously.
Yeah.
whatever they're doing is gonna backfire.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
it's
I
gonna
see what
be
you're
it's
saying.
gonna get out of control,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's gonna look like an apocalypse.
Mhm.
Mm.
And you know, and I have a strange dream every so often that the world look like it's been destroyed, like just some warlike type stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find my son, but it's like we in some Resident Evil type thing. And I have that dream every so often.
Mm. I get it.
I don't know if I'm gonna see it in my lifetime, but it's
Yeah.
definitely.
I've had that dream a few times too. My kids are never around. It's like my kids might be there,
Mhm.
or the appearance of them maybe being there is
Mhm.
there, but it might be a stroller, but an empty stroller, something like that.
Damn.
Or I'm the only person I'm really trying to save is myself because my kids are already safe.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they're not around when it comes down to it. And I believe I really had a dream where I died in my dream, literally died in my dream. And it was like an apocalyptic type thing where the world was being destroyed and everything just went pitch black.
Mhm.
And I woke up catching my breath, like I wasn't breathing. And then I woke up like,
Mhm.
and I sat up out my bed like that. I literally believe I died in that dream.
And
It was weird.
And I believe you have to pay attention to stuff like that. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think you definitely have to pay attention to that because those are messages. Because you actually, when you sleep, you are in another realm.
Mhm.
You do go to another realm when you sleep. And if you're dreaming, you're actively in that realm in a whole nother dimension.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why they say you can never see yourself.
Mhm.
You're always living that dream. You see it like you see everything right now in reality.
Mhm.
There are never any mirrors.
Mhm.
Like I've never have a mirror in my dream to where I can actually see myself in that dream.
Mhm.
But I am living in that, I guess you could say, realm at
Mhm.
the time. Interesting. Yeah, wait, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
Start getting into,
that's a whole
start getting
nother
into
thing.
dreams and all that type of stuff. That's a
I get
whole
that.
nother
You have to show
situation.
that you lead on that one, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about the cards and all that too.
Yeah, I like those types of conversations because I do go.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, but yeah, anything else we wanted to get in today?
No, that's all I had for today.
That's all I have. Anything for you, Jay?
No, that's it. Like I said, I do have a show. I hadn't set the date.
Okay.
Married couple show.
Okay.
I'm gonna do more of those shows too.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we do a lot of controversial shows about relationship coming from a single perspective
Mhm.
or coming from a reformed.
Reformed.
Reform. Yeah.
A reformed perspectives, but we've yet to have had a show that had two people that's in love, married, happily married, and can't think about nothing else but being married to each other.
Mm.
So I do have the opportunity to have a few friends like that. So I think that's what helps motivate me to stay, positive in my situations. Because like I say, it's never and when they come on here, they're gonna tell you the same thing. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
not.
got you.
Because if it was, everybody would be. If it was easy, everybody would be married. Trust me, they would. But it's not. And a lot of people don't know that, a lot of the reason that they're not is in the mirror. It's not the other person. It's not always the other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
people just can't, they can't come to those terms and realize that, I got some shit that I need to deal with,
Yeah.
and then deal with it.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. You see what I'm saying? Is once you identify it, now what do I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can I do it?
That's a lot of people though. A lot of people don't realize they're a problem. I mean, completely. Yeah, I get that.
So we're gonna definitely get that. We're gonna start doing some of those shows. We still do have the all-female show.
Yep. That's next Sunday, the 26th.
That next Sunday?
That is next Sunday.
Off in the eggs win, okay.
Yeah. Next Sunday, the 26th. Yes.
What time we said?
I think we said 7.
Yeah, 7. So
yeah, I think it's 7.
I guess I try to dang, I ain't know.
You ain't know over that quick, did you?
You need to
That's
reach
why I
out.
said school started in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you need to reach out and make sure they're still available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just I got you too. You still available?
Yeah, I'm good.
Then, so just the one person I need to check, make sure she's still on board. If not, then I try to replace her with someone else.
Okay.
So it'll be 4 of you guys.
All right.
And I'm just gonna be taping y'all. I'm not in the show.
Okay.
Unless y'all want to ask me something, and I know y'all don't want to ask me.
Oh Lord Jesus. We'll have his mic cut off, and we're going to have to think about it.
We got to come up with some topics.
So I guess this take this week.
Yeah.
And then come up with some topics. I want to put y'all in a group chat, if that's okay.
That's fine. I'm fine with
I'm
that.
fine too.
Okay, so put y'all guys in a group chat. That way y'all can come up with topics and communicate with each other. So, because I know you probably want several different topics.
Yeah.
We'll touch on a few things.
So really, if you get a topic, you get a topic, and the other two, they get their topics. That's 4 topics.
Okay.
So that'll probably take the whole whole time.
It probably 2.5, 3 hour show.
Yeah. I gotta work that night.
So look, I'm saying like I don't know about that long. Yeah, leave, but we'll fit it in.
I hope
we'll
not.
Get
but
it in.
Yeah, so as for everybody that's listening, join the show next week.
Next Sunday.
Right here.
July 26th, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to have an all men show. I ain't heard back from the men yet. I don't know if we're gonna do that Sunday or another day.
You gonna have single men on here too?
I think that's gonna be the whole objective because all of y'all are single.
Okay.
So all the women are single.
Okay.
So I think it would probably be best.
Oh wait, we said we're gonna do that on the same.
It's supposed to be same day.
Yeah.
But I hadn't heard anything back from EJ yet with that.
Okay.
So if we don't, then we'll do another day.
Yeah.
But y'all show is already locked in.
I'm showing up today's show.
Okay.
You gonna be here?
Yeah.
You gonna be ready?
Oh, Lord, we got seats out there.
Yeah. Yeah. We can listen in and see what the world and then people out here around like, wait, what?
To my line.
Right. What you know?
All right. You want to advertise anything y'all want people to know for the week?
Oh yeah, I do. So this week, this will be the second meetup for Back Outside Columbus 2 Ropes 1 Community. It will be Thursday at the Splash Pad downtown. You will see us behind the Splash Pad area, behind that big old rock where it's that nice little platform area.
Okay.
We will be out there from 6 to 8. If you guys are interested in jumping, jump rope, learning how to jump rope, learning how to double dutch, come on out. This, like I said, this will be our second meetup. I plan on continuing to do these meetups. Eventually it will turn into a program.
All right.
Sounds good.
Miss Coco.
Yeah.
You got none?
Nope. I don't have anything.
All righty then. This has been another episode of In the Black Podcast with your boy Jimmy Jam, Miss Coco, and Sky Rain. We see you guys next week.
See you next time.
Bye.